right. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here this evening. We are here to do some healing work on Boulder, Colorado. Gonna wait for some more people to arrive here. If you have arrived and you are here, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Say hello. Hello. Thanks, Allison. So good to see you. Hi, Aaliyah. Ooh, Christina, all the healers, all the light workers are here. Hi, Stephanie. All right, Heidi, welcome. Elizabeth, Rihanna, Susan. Mwah, mwah. Everyone's here. Erin. All right. Woohoo. Everyone's gathering. Oh, Allison, I'm so sorry that you lost your friend Jody. All right. Welcome, Pam. All right. Kat is here. Hi, Dee. Hi, Kate. Okay. Erica, thank you. Yeah. Hi, Fawn. Thank you all for taking the time today to do some healing work on Boulder. I appreciate all of you guys gathering. As you know, when you have multiple people doing the same thing energetically, it magnifies the energy and makes it that much stronger. So thank you to all of you that are here today to provide your care and your compassion and your energy and your wisdom and your light to support Boulder, and especially to support the victims and the families and the friends and all who have been affected and afflicted from the Boulder shooting. So my condolences. Sounds like Allison's here. One of her friends was a victim at the shooting. And my condolences definitely go out to everyone who has been just hurting. You know, their hearts have been hurting. And I definitely, there's a pretty big gray cloud over Boulder. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of gloomy. Hearts are heavy here. So let's do some work to lighten that space, because what I do know about all of you guys is that your hearts are big and there is an abundance of space to hold the sadness and also to hold the light in your heart space. So let's do some energy work. And please know that, I plan on doing maybe about 30 minutes of work today, just so that you guys can have an idea about how long we're going to go today. I'm happy to take some time afterwards for some Q&A, but I do want to make sure that as many people can be here for the time that we have to do some powerful work, and then I'm happy to stick around afterwards, okay? A bunch more people have hopped on. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's just jump right in. This is what we're here to do, right? So this is our moment. If you would, go ahead and close your eyes and step into your meditative space. And I'd like you to breathe and just let your body settle into the chair that you're sitting in. Let your body slow down a bit. There's nowhere to get to, nowhere to be for at least the next 30 minutes. And then if you would, in whatever way you do this in your own practice, go ahead and ground your body. Get your body connected to Mother Earth, to the center of the planet. Setting up a connection with Mother Earth so that she can support you as you do some healing work. And also setting up a way for you to release anything that might come up for you as you're doing this healing work today. When you connect yourself to Mother Earth, it's a great way to create a release. You want to think of it as kind of like your downward trash chute, where you can just let go of any energy that's not working for you. And Mother Earth loves to nurture us. She loves to take this energy. She'll transmute it into usable energy and send it back up to the planet. But if it's not working for you, you gotta let it go. So if you would, just let your body release, let your body let go. Take a deep breath in and even allow your body to just exhale. Letting go of any of that heaviness. It's okay to be sad. I think we're all sad. And there's going to be some weight to it. But when that weight becomes unbearable, to where it's hard to function, it's hard to get out of bed, it's hard to come and do a healing, that's when that weight is not useful. And that's when that weight can be easily released. You can consider that that's maybe you being an empath and carrying other people's heaviness. And I can understand that because there are a lot of people who don't know how to ground and release. And there's a lot of heaviness and sadness going around. Whether you live in Boulder or you are connected to Boulder in some way, or whether you're still processing the shooting in Atlanta or the other shootings that we've had this week. As a healer, it's going to be really easy to empathize and kind of take on that energy. And it's so important right now for you to really take care of yourself. So I cannot stress the importance of a grounding cord. Stay grounded. When you wake up in the morning, ground yourself. Check in with that grounding cord multiple times a day. Before you go to bed, ground your body. Okay? Just create a space for your body to release so you don't have to become a human trash can. So you don't have to collect up all that weight that's unnecessary. Okay? There's a certain amount that's you processing your own grief, your own sadness. The rest, just let Mother Earth take it. She will handle it better than you can. She'll transmute it, heal it, send it back up as usable energy to the planet. Okay, she's way better at this than we are. All right. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine that there are some rings that sit above your head. And if you will, there's one ring that here at the Institute we call your top creative ring. It sits somewhere about 2 or 3, maybe 4 feet above your body, depending on your unique configuration. For those of you that really must know, it sits right below the 8th chakra, which is a ring of energy that is above the top creative ring. And in that top creative ring, this is where your power, your spiritual power resides. And I'd like you to tune into that ring up there. And with your intention, I'd like you to activate your top creative ring. I'd like you to activate your power. Just right up there, activate your power. It's kind of like turning on a light bulb. And just let that go up there. Your spiritual power. And I'd like you to imagine that energy coming down from your creative ring right above your head. That ring right up there. coming down. And I'd like you to imagine or intend that your power is going to flow from that ring right into the top of your head. There you go. And then would you have that power flow into your head and down into your throat? And would you have your power energy flow down your arms and out the palms of your hands? So again, you've activated your power in that top creative ring right up there. Okay. Letting that power come down right into your head, down through your head and your neck, down your arms, out the palms of your hands. And I'd like you to just sit there for a moment and just allow that power energy, your unique spiritual power, to flow into your head and out the palms of your hands, and just kind of let that energy get revved up. Let it get more and more powerful as it starts to just course through that upper part of your body, down your arms and out the palms of your hands. Some of you guys might even really be feeling that in your hands right now. Like, ooh, my power. Good. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take a minute or two to give yourself a healing. So I'd like you to have your power energy come out your hands. And I'd like you to direct it to wherever your body needs some healing right now. Wherever your heart might be feeling heavy, maybe you're feeling sick to your stomach, you can place your hands on your tummy and have that power energy give your tummy a healing. Maybe you've been having headaches or migraines. You can direct that energy into your head. Go ahead and just send that power energy to wherever your body needs it as a little power boost. It's not a little one, it's a big power boost and a big healing for yourself. Maybe your neck's been feeling a little bit out, or your shoulders have been tense. And you can really focus in on one spot. You can spread your power around and focus it or direct it to multiple spots. And then just go silent for about a minute and just let you guys just really work on yourselves first. For those of you guys that might have clicked on a video that was maybe a bit too graphic, maybe you saw something on the internet that you kind of wish you didn't see because maybe it was a bit too real, or maybe you saw some dead bodies. What can happen there is, as you see things on TV or on the internet or in your life in general, okay, if you get stuck on them and you go, oh, I wish I didn't see that, or that was so horrific, or that was so horrible, and it kind of gets burned into your eyes, right? Where it's kind of stuck in there. That's because literally the visual of what you saw got stuck in your optical nerves. Okay, so when your eyes are open in your awake moments, everything you look at is kind of through that filter of maybe the thing that you wish you didn't see, that thing that you wish you didn't click on the internet. Okay, so I know that there's a lot of you guys out there. I've been hearing you guys telepathically talk about that. If you would just take that power energy and just run that right into your optical nerves, right through your pupils, right into the optical nerves, right up into the brain, and let that power energy flush out those images, the visuals of what you saw on those videos that were, to be very honest, really, really sad. Shocking, upsetting. Yeah. So some of you guys are going to need lots of optical nerve healing. If you've been compulsively watching the news or checking social media, that's another one. You can send your power energy into your mind and just help clear all those levels of where you're kind of matching the hysteria or the need to kind of know every little detail and to need to know it now, right? And see if you can flush that out of there. Maybe instead you could just check the internet like once a day, maybe every other day. The news is going to be there. And if it's really important, somebody will tell you, okay? But just see if you can kind of calm down that level of kind of looking outside of yourself and just checking in everywhere outside. This is why some of you guys are feeling very frazzled, pretty exhausted, worn out. Like you need to nap more. Because all your life force, all your power is going outside of you instead of within you to fuel you, to keep you in tune with yourself. Yeah, good. I'm going to give you guys a little bit longer with that self-healing. You guys, some of you guys can really use it. Excellent. We always say, healer, heal thyself. Make sure you put on your own oxygen mask on before helping others. Kind of want to make sure you're in a decent space. You don't have to be perfect, but in a decent vibration before helping others. So you guys are, looking pretty good. Good job. All right, continue to let that power energy course through you, into your heart, right out your hands. And then if you would, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go ahead and say hello to what we call here at the Institute, the Supreme Being. Another word that people use for that energy is God, Source, Universal Life Force, whatever kind of all-knowing, omniscient vibration that you have a unique relationship with. Go ahead and have that energy connect in to the top of your head. I'd like you to imagine that Supreme Being energy just connecting right into your head and just blending with your power energy as that flows down your heart, into your heart, and out your hands. So what I want you running now is a blend of your power and the Supreme Being's power. Yeah, good. And breathe. And if you would, what I'd like you to do is just let your power, the Supreme Being's power, that merge of that energy flow right out your hands. And I'd like you to send it to Boulder. And first, what I'd like you to do is, with the support of the Supreme Being, see, we want the Supreme Being on our side with this healing because the Supreme Being's going to be neutral and give the appropriate level of healing to those that need it. Sometimes when you're a bit triggered, you might overheal someone or heal someone who may not really want that energy. And so we're going to work in the light today. We're going to work with the Supreme Being in the light and really just have the Supreme Being guide us. So having the Supreme Being using or working with your personal, your spiritual power energy to send it to Boulder. Let's first just put Boulder in a bubble. Not that Boulder isn't already in a bubble, but just to kind of solidify a little healing bubble around Boulder. And have the Supreme Being work to ground Boulder and the surrounding areas. Just get everything grounded so that there can be a release, so that the pain, the sadness, the heaviness doesn't have to be stagnant. It can flow, it can move. When it can flow and it can move, that's when it can transform. That's how it can inform us as to our next steps, ways that we can create solutions. Without the grounding, that's when things get stuck, and we tend to get stuck in the same old patterns. We happen to be a little stuck in some patterns here as a nation. Good. If any of you feel inclined to ground the nation, to ground other parts of the country with the help of the Supreme Being, Atlanta, Chicago, please do so. And then wherever you feel inclined to work right now, with the help of the Supreme Being, using your power to make this a power-boosted healing, would you go ahead and have the Supreme Being, okay? The Supreme Being is going to have the discretion on this, okay, to give healings to any of the victims here in Boulder or anywhere else of recent shootings in the country. So any of those who have either been killed or who have been injured, allow the Supreme Being to start to work on those to the degree to which they would like the support, the degree to which they would like the healing. And really your job is just to be a conduit of the healing, to let your light work in tandem with the Supreme Being to support all the victims, especially those who died, to show them to the light, to help them cross over in peace so that they can cross over and find their new home, and do that with awareness and do that with grace. And breathe. And for those of you who are visually oriented or working on your clairvoyance or clairvoyant already, see what you notice. It's really beautiful to watch some of these souls just start to find the light, get brighter. Some of them are starting to move. For those of you that are not so visually inclined, notice what you feel. How do you feel as you are the conduit of your own power and the Supreme Being? Then you might get some like clairsentient hits around what's happening, some feelings about how those victims are experiencing the healing work. No. I'm in the middle of a Facebook Live. Sorry, I just had an intruder here. All right, good. All right. If you would, again, using the Supreme Being's discretion, would you have the Supreme Being using the blend of the Supreme Being energy and your power energy to give the families, any friends of the victims, a healing, giving them some support, showing them the light? And again, just see where that energy gets directed. Really let the Supreme Being guide the healing work. The Supreme Being will know better as to who wants the healing, how much to give them, where to give them healing. And again, we're focusing on Boulder, but there have been many more incidences this past week. So if you feel inclined to work anywhere else, please do. Again, we're focusing on the families and the friends of the victims, those who've been closely affected. Good. Keep breathing. All of you light workers, as I look around, it's so bright. You can still have a heavy heart. You can still feel sadness, and you can still be bright. You can still be shiny. You can still spread your light. It only takes one light to illuminate a room. And look at how much we're illuminating Boulder and many parts of the country and other parts of the world. For those of you guys who are elsewhere, I see you. Yeah, good. And lastly, let's go ahead and, with the discretion of the Supreme Being, send that power energy, your power, Supreme Being's power energy, to those that have been afflicted. Anybody that was at the shooting, but not actually a victim, not actually injured physically, but who's probably been injured mentally and emotionally. I imagine that their optical nerves could use some clearing and cleansing too, right? So anybody who was in the vicinity, anyone who was there that was able to escape physically unharmed, but all those people who have been harmed in many other ways. So let's go ahead and have the Supreme Being work on those people, whether it was in Boulder or anywhere else. Just letting your power energy flow down from your top creative ring into your head, down into your heart, out your hands. Same thing with the Supreme Being energy, just going right into the top of your head, blending with your power, out your hands. And just observe, notice what you feel or sense physically as you do this. Notice what you visualize. There's a lot of PTSD where those first chakras are blown open for the people who were physically present. It's kind of rippled out and affected others too in the Boulder area or in other locations where shootings have happened recently. So for those who are willing to receive that, getting the first chakra turned down, calm down, getting those people out of that fight or flight cortisol response, nervous systems calming. Again, cleaning out the optical nerves, clearing out the audio pathways. Some of the people, what they heard, horrific what they heard. Just really helping to reset all the people so that they can find their way again and start to feel comfortable and safe in their bodies. The way to feel safe in your body is not by putting the feelers out there. We started today by having you heal yourself and bring your energy back to you, right? Channel your power energy to you to heal you, to bring you back to you. Safety in the body is acquired by you being with yourself, okay? When your energy is in your body, okay, that's how you're going to be able to tune into you and also have a clear listening for what's happening around you so that you can keep your body safe. But if all your feelers are out there, if all your energy is out there, and you're also in fight or flight, and that first chakra is wide open, okay, that's going to make it very difficult for you to really tune in. It's going to make you pretty scattered, okay? So it's going to make it difficult for you to really hear or listen to the messages that are coming to you, especially around keeping your body safe, okay? So safety happens here first, right? From there, right, just like I said, you get the energy flowing, you get the energy moving. That's when solutions start to come. That's when the answers start to come, okay? That's when movement happens and change can happen. But we've got to get the energy moving. We've got to get people back to themselves, their energy is kind of more calm in their bodies, feeling a bit more safe. So that literally on a body mechanic level, we can get more people up into the frontal lobes of the brain to start to implement, to start to come up with and strategize ways to create change. Excellent. Good. Go ahead and have the Supreme Being start to wrap up this healing on those who have been afflicted in other ways than just physically. And if the Supreme Being has anywhere else that the Supreme Being would like to work on, let's give that some space here, a few moments. And again, just notice, where does the Supreme Being want to direct this? It might surprise you. Excellent. Some nice golden Supreme Being light just surrounding Boulder, surrounding all these areas. Just keeping us in the light. That looks beautiful, everyone. Thank you, thank you. All right, if you would, go ahead and have the Supreme Being and the blend of your power energy just start to take that out your hands, direct that back to you, please. Give yourself another mini healing. If anything got triggered while you were doing that work within you, or you heard something that you said, ooh, PTSD, cortisol levels, if anything kind of resonated, just take a few more moments to give yourself a little mini healing. Yeah, good job. Feels good. Just giving that power, and then you get the blend of the Supreme Being energy. You guys are all glowing there. All right, wrap up that mini self-healing on yourself. Thank the Supreme Being for their help, and have the Supreme Being disconnect from the top of your head. Good. Go ahead and say hello to that top creative ring that sits right above your head up there. And just have your power energy just kind of power down to a dull roar. Just and that power energy can still kind of pour into your head. If you want to leave that still running, let that pour into your head, down through your head, your neck, your heart. Instead of going out your hands, have it just flow down your torso and down your grounding cord. And you can just have that power just kind of running through you. Just but a nice gentle level. Okay, just tone that down a little, everyone. There you go. All right. You guys look great. Take a deep breath in. You guys are such good healers. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Go ahead and stretch. And open your eyes. All right, that looked really good, everyone. All right. Thank you guys for showing up to heal and support Boulder, to support all the victims and the families and the loved ones and just everyone involved here. And also for just supporting all the other places that have been the effect of shootings here. It's all so, so sad that this is how, this is where we're at. And, what we can do as light workers is we can hold ourselves, hold everyone, hold everything in the light to the degree to which they'll receive it, right? So again, this is where we use the Supreme Being because the Supreme Being has more of that omniscient understanding of what everyone needs. And we let the Supreme Being hold light or shine that light wherever it's necessary. If you have a question or a comment, please put that in the comments and I'm happy to respond. Christina, my amazing wing woman here at BPI, who's just a badass, she is going to hold the front of doing some healing work or space keeping work for any of the families or of the victims, right? So we're going to be creating some posts and some email blasts, just putting it out there to the victims of the families and the friends of the victims. If they need support or maybe they need some energy work at funeral services or memorial services, or maybe they want a little reading or they want some extra guidance as to what's happening to the loved one who has passed. We would like to offer some free support to those family members. So we're going to be creating these posts and emails and we'll be sending them out here tomorrow. When you do receive it, please pass it along because we don't really know how to get a hold of some of these people. It does look like Allison is going to know how to get a hold of Jody and her family. So that's awesome. And we still have 9 more people left. And so we'd like to just offer some support to anyone who wants it. So kind of put it out there so that we can do these healings and support the families and support the victims. All right. So again, look out for that. Christina is going to be heading that because she's a badass. And yeah, and we might be calling on some of you guys who are students to come and do some of the healing work with us, to sit in line with Christina and I. Okay. All right. Any questions? Most of you guys are just saying thank you. Yeah. Looks like Angela worked in Mexico. That's also another place that could use some light. Can't we all? Just everywhere needs some light right now. Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you gifting your time to this cause. And, you are infinite and there's an infinite amount of energy to give, right? Remember to always give to yourself first so that you'll never feel depleted as a healer. Okay, in this way, then healing and the abundance of that energy just flows everywhere. All right, cool. Take care of yourselves. For those of you that are students, get the first chakra turned down. Okay, calm the body. No fight or flight. Remember, when your energy is within, that's how you're going to have that safety. Okay? All right. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Hug all your loved ones tight. Make sure you always tell everyone, I love you. I care about you. Thanks for being in my life. Okay? Always use your words. Say what's important as soon as you think it. All right. Thank you, everyone.